King Kong. I'll never forget that. I'd always been fascinated with films ever since, because my parents loved to go to movies and they always took me. Oh, well, I was stunned. I didn't know how it was done, and that was half the charm of the picture. And it wasn't just the technical effects that affected me, it was the way the story was constructed. They took you by the hand from the horrors of the Depression and took you into the most outrageous fantasy that's ever been put on the screen. I was impressed by the dinosaurs. My father knew somebody who had worked at RKO, and he told me about how it was done stop motion. So I started experimenting in my garage. Willis O'Brien was an animator, so I called him up and he kindly invited me over because there were not many people interested in stop motion at that time. So I guess that intrigued him, so I loaded some dinosaurs I had made in a suitcase and took them to MGM, and he kindly looked at them and he said, "You better study anatomy because your Stegosaurus's legs look like sausages." And then finally, when he started Mighty Joe, I had the great pleasure and advantage of working with Obie right from the beginning, before the picture was even considered to be made. He made a lot of drawings, and he went to the storyboard conferences between Ruth Rose and Marion Cooper and Ernest Schoedsack. And he contributed ideas. He would make a lot of drawings, and then they would be written into the script. And I was on a minor retainer for about a year, working with Obie while he was developing the storyline with little illustrations, which we call continuity sketches. And that was used as a guide. Obie would direct where the actors should look and show them the drawings so they would know how to react. We tried to keep a simple storyline. We didn't want to make it complicated like some of the stories are today.
See Mighty Joe Young, Monday at 4:15 p.m., part of 31 Days of Oscar, only on Turner Classic Movies.